So I was reading the book of Samuel, in particular, the story of David and Goliath. And we all know that story. I'm not going to go too deep into that. We know that David defeated Goliath. But what got me to thinking is why he defeated Goliath. Now, let me give you a little bit of information. So David was the youngest of 8 sons. So he was the baby. He wasn't in line to get, the big inheritance. Usually the oldest person gets that, and then it goes down the line. So he wasn't anything, quote, spectacular. He was actually a little shepherd tending to the sheep. So one day, his father, Jesse, says, hey, I'm going to need you to go down and deliver this food to your 3 older brothers. Your older brothers are fighting in this war against the Philistines, so I need you to go give them some food. And of course, David does that. He gets down to the camp of the army, and he notices that everyone's chattering about this Goliath and all this other good stuff. And he's like, I don't understand. Eventually, David says to the people in the camp, do you not know who we are? We're Israelites. We're God's chosen people. Why are you worried about this Goliath? Defeat him. Be done with him. How dare he come against God's chosen people? So people are like, who are you? Even so much so, one of David's brother gets angry with him and basically says, like, be quiet. Who do you think you are? Give him my food and get out of here. And I can't imagine being David, like, look, I'm coming here to give you food. And not only am I coming here to give you food, I'm trying to tell you who you are. Why are you fooling around with these Philistines and this Goliath? I don't understand. And the brother's like, just get out of here. And I'm like, I know if I was David, I would be like, I'm trying to help you out. But long story short, all of this, people are listening to David, and that gets back. People are telling King Saul what David is saying. So King Saul says, hey, David, come here. I want to talk to you. What's going on here? What's going on? And David says, look, do you not realize who look, you know what? I'll fight Goliath. I know why. I'll fight Goliath and I'll defeat him. And you want to know why I will defeat him? It's because we are God's chosen people. While I'm out there tending to sheep, God has brought me through bear attacks, lion attacks, and you know what? He is going to take me through this as well. So if none of you guys else will, I'll do it. So Saul says, okay, you go do that. So I go back to my original question is, why did David defeat Goliath? And the reason why is because David knew who he was. You mean to tell me that this army of hundreds of thousands of Israelites could not defeat Goliath? Now, Goliath was 9 feet, 9 inches tall. You mean to tell me that a little boy could beat Goliath and a whole army could not? They could have. But they forgot who they were. And that's why David said what he said to Saul. I remember he brought me out when I fought a lion, when I fought a bear, and all these other things. He brought me out. And he was trying to say that, I'm sure, as a reminder to the Israelites. He brought you out of Egypt. He brought you out of slavery. He brought you out of the wilderness. Remember who you are. My point is this. Many times we will get beat down, saddened, depressed by life, and that's normal. But when you know who you are, those things will never keep you down. When you know who you truly are and whose you are, you will find a renewed strength every single time, just like David. Know who you are.